Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Darul Zain bin Muhammad Bajari.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Iman Asfa bin Muhammad Jeffrey, but you can call me Iman.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Marsha binti Umar Izami.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurhana Yasmin binti Harakami.
And today we will be discussing about innovative ways to make money online as university students. Allow me to begin. I, for one, believe that becoming a freelance writer is a good way to make money. This is because of three things. One, you don't need a lot of startup. All you need is a computer, good grammar skills, and some free time, all of which a university student should realistically have. Besides that, you can also work around your own schedule instead of being the other way around. Since you take on the quest and not and the companies don't give you the request, you can choose which request to make and exactly what time for you to finish them. So if you ever have an assignment, some homework, or a class that you need to reschedule around, you can always pick a task or a mission that coincides with that coincidence. Besides that, you can also improve your grammar skills and writing skills. As you write more and more articles, reports, reviews, you will naturally sharpen your writing skills and your English skills, which is really important for university students of this day and age. What about you, Iman?
Personally, I agree with a lot of your points, but I think that the best way to make money as a student online right now has to be an online food delivery business. I'm not just saying that without any facts. The first reason is because with an online food delivery business, you don't have to rent out a physical location. The costs are much cheaper that way because customers don't need a physical location to eat at. They're going to be eating it at their own home or somewhere at work. With that, all you need to do is either cook the food yourself or hire a few cooks. So my second reason has to be because without a physical location, you can also extend your delivery range much farther than you ever could. Like, for example, if I wanted to deliver food at Sha'ala, but the competition is a bit too oversaturated, I could just change my delivery location to either Putrajaya or KL. In that way, I could also just move all of my items for food delivery business without having to worry about renting a new location. My third point has to be because my third and final point is because with an online food delivery business, you can gather a lot of valuable data about your customers. You can figure out what are the peak hours that they're ordering at. You can figure out what are the most popular foods, what are the foods they like for food. You can also figure out where most of your customers come from so that you can focus all of your efforts to that one specific location. Honestly, with the data, it is such a money maker and probably one of the main best aspects of online food delivery. What do you think, Marsha?
Okay, thank you for the great points, and I would like to share mine. So one way for students can actually gain extra money is starting an online retailing business. So by starting online retailing business, they can gain experience outside of the classroom. In addition, students now we are exposed to social platforms such as social media and e-commerce websites. So I think that that means that we don't need a physical shop. So first of all, by starting an online retailing business, of course can develop our entrepreneurial skills. So this is because we learn how to communicate with customers, we learn how to manage our time and financial management and also customer service. So my next point is by starting an online retailing business also can contribute extra pocket money. Consequently, we don't have to face with financial burden. So, however, students have to be responsible with their time. They have to choose a good time to do their business, such as after classes or on weekends. So I can conclude that online retailing business is a good start and beneficial for students. So what do you think, Hannah?
I think you made a lot of really good points. But for me personally, I think probably the best option to make money as a university student is to become a freelance web designer. First and foremost, because obviously it's conducted over the internet, so the internet is globally available. So there's like a huge audience of like people from all around the world. There are small up and coming businesses, there are larger businesses that are already established. There are also like content creators. So basically it's like a huge market, and you basically like always have like some work to do. And secondly, I also think it's like really easy to start becoming like a web designer or whatever, because it really is just as simple as you posting your work online, being like, okay, these are my capabilities, this is what I can do, these are some examples. And there are also like multiple social media platforms that you can post it to, and it's very easy to gain traction that way. And for my final point, I think it's like very non-committal, which is great because, you know, obviously as a university student, you might not have like that much time to do. So it's like very one and done. You do commissions for them, you just give them what they want, and they give you the money, and it ends at that. So all in all, I think becoming a freelance web designer is definitely one of like the career options that's like very suitable for a university student that's trying to make a little extra cash.
Honestly, yeah. I actually like a lot of your points. But I'm sorry, Marsha, I feel like with an online retail business, there's one small problem. You need a lot of space. With an online retail business, you're gonna end up buying a lot of stuff for you to resell. But as a student, you only either live at the campus dorm or at your own home, which I don't think either can fit a lot of stuff. So like, with an online retail business, you're also not guaranteed to be able to make a profit. You might end up buying a bunch of stuff, but in the end, maybe not all of it are going to be sold immediately. So you have a lot of excess that you either have to sell at a discount, or maybe even have to give it away for free to your friends.
Well, I understand your point, but your point is also not so guilt-free, don't you think? Besides, well, it is a good way to make money from your business. It is also incredibly time-consuming. Managing your own business, cooking, and all that, it already takes too much of your time. So but it gets even worse when you think about what may happen when you run the stores. Accidents, food poisoning, all of which will in theory happen. It's gonna take more time than you as a university student is already limited.
Well, guys, I think Hannah points is the most reasonable. Think of that. Website designer is the most vulnerable skills that most employees require nowadays. So I think website designer is the most reasonable thing.
Honestly, yeah. One of the other reasons that I like Hannah's point was because online web design is incredibly easy to learn for free. You can just look it up on websites like YouTube or Instagram, and you can learn like basic web design probably in just a week.
But there's also the plus that designing a website for a big company is also going to make you more money than some other companies. Whereas delivery, retailing, and writing is more of a one-off type thing. The website is going to be used for years on end if it goes well. So you could in theory charge more for simply making one website that works well. So can we all agree that Hannah's point of being a freelance website designer is the best?
Oh yeah, I have to unequivocally agree.
I think that is just for us.
Thanks for listening to our discussion.